don't want to let your cool go at any point. And if it does happen, acknowledge and honor the fact that it takes time to come off of any drug. And adrenaline is a drug. Give yourself that time, open high. If you land from a malfunction, maybe, take a walk, have a seat, chill out for a little while until you feel good, and then you got to get back on the horse.
Those all sound like good things for all skydivers. But what about professional skydivers who have a much more hectic schedule?
Well, they become really good at it. Most instructors have the ability to stay cool, partly because they have to. The student is relying on them to be cool because they're borrowing their cool. A student doesn't know if is it okay to relax? Is it okay? Are we safe? I don't know. Is my rig supposed to look like this? I don't know. So it's the instructor's job to act calm. And the beauty is that according to the James Lang theory, you might want to do a little reading on this. It's interesting. William James, the father of modern psychology, brilliant thinker, philosopher, and basically kind of started the whole analysis of mind. His feeling was that emotion is not really, it gets triggered by a thought, but it's defined by the physiological state. Right? If the body isn't elevated in its adrenaline or overall arousal level, well, the brain wouldn't look at the state of the body and label it an emotion in the first place. So, in other words, if you can calm the body, the emotion is not so intense. Walking down a dark city street where it looks kind of sketchy, and there's maybe some people that live in boxes and some other dangerous-looking folks, you start walking faster. Well, you become more nervous because you're walking faster. Right? And so the only way then to calm down is to walk slower, to decrease your internal rate, your respiration, your muscle activity, everything. The needs of your body need to be sort of diminished so that you can cool down and see things clearly. And, of course, you do that and you look around and go, wow, there's actually nothing to be afraid of. And when it comes to city streets, of course, the person that looks unafraid is the one that nobody messes with, right? They figure he's got to be, packing a gun or something. But, if you're not scared, then you don't get messed with. And that's true about many things in skydiving as well. So I think that the instructor has, because they're forced into acting calm, they're able to increase the rate at which they decelerate, if that makes sense. They run to the plane, they got all this stuff going on, they got 92 different things in their mind, making sure that the student's gear is ready to go or the tandem harness is all hooked up right, all that stuff. And then when they sit down in the plane, they go, and from there, they go, okay, what's next? Nothing? Okay, let's relax.
So that's kind of the key word, relax.
Yeah. Well, it's relax, kind of whenever you can, whenever you notice muscle tension and speed, right? Internal speed. And then it's focus. Once you relax, it's not about tune out. You don't want to go to sleep. You want to be focused. You want to notice on what's going on right now. What's the sound of the engines? Did I remember to take my seatbelt off? Have I looked at my 3 rings lately? Where are my handles? Do I have a cutaway handle that's tucked back behind my main lift web? Where's my pilot chute? Is my flap open? Right? All these things that fall under the category of what you don't know, you don't know. Right? You don't start exploring those possibilities until you just relax, stop, and kind of refocus your eyes and your mind on the present moment. And once it's time to go, you're in balance, you're ready, and you are prepared to enter what Csikszentmihalyi calls the flow state. He wrote a really, really good book on this that I think everybody should at least flip through. It's called Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience. Totally rocks. It's right on the money. And it describes the skydiving experience to a T. when you know how to do it. At the beginning, you're not in a flow state. You're just in survival mode, right? Just like, what am I supposed to do? I can't remember. I saw a really good example of the opposite of the flow state. Well, I don't know if it's the opposite or not, but it's certainly not a good way to go. There's some instructors that don't subscribe to the touchy-feely way of teaching that I do, and there's one down in Africa that's a little more forceful, and he's a good guy with thousands and thousands of jumps, but he's more in the idea of you just push them into the water, they'll swim. And he had a student that was scared, really scared, and she said, no, I don't want to jump. And he ended up pushing her out of the airplane. And here she is, static line student, parachute opens, all panicked. Oh, what am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do? I can't figure it out. Grab my toggles. Yeah, that's what's next. Pull her toggles down. Oh, what's next? I can't remember. Shoot, I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I remember. I let the toggles go, and I looked down to the right, and I grabbed the handle, and then I looked down to the left, and I grabbed that, and then I peeled the right one, and I punched the right one, and I punched the left one. She cut away a perfectly good canopy. It's a flow state, but that's an unconscious flow state because her mental model doesn't incorporate all of reality, all of this context, everything that is necessary to skydive. There's a buttload to know. So you can't really enter, it's kind of dangerous to enter into a flow state completely when you're first learning, but after a while, when you refine some degree of expertise with something, where you can let go of your thinking completely and just do it. Most skydivers, experienced skydivers, can go, yeah, totally, I know that feeling like on a four-way where I know to dive, and it's just bam, 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 and I don't even, it's like waking up when your audible goes off or you look at your altimeter, it's time, that you were completely absorbed in this moment, but not unconsciously so. You weren't lost like in a dream. You were driving this experience with your intent. But at the same time, there was no extraneous thinking at all. There was just based on reality, this moment, what's going on, what do I do next? And of course, those words that I just said, that wouldn't happen. It's just this bare attention. And we don't get there when we're unnerved before exit. We don't do that under canopy when we're unnerved by a funny opening. We have to take the time to chill out, calm down, relax, focus, and then flow into it.
I'm gonna clear my place where I just stayed. Not because I was asked, cause helping out makes me feel fantastic. Where I just ate, gonna clear my place. Gonna wash my plate, makes me feel so great. Not because it's mine, cause helping out makes me feel so fine, makes me feel so great when I wash that plate. Helping out,
I like
helping out.
in the morning, helping
It's
out
all about
in the evening,
helping out.
anytime, helping out.
I'm so proud,
So very, very proud.
helping out.
I'm helping out.
Gonna chuck my trash, do the garbage man. Not because it's a chore, cause helping out makes me feel so much more. I do the garbage mash when I chuck that trash. Helping out,
I like helping out
helping out.
in the morning, helping
It's
out
all